What's up, folks? Neil here again. I waited this long to make a video. I know I try to make these videos as rapidly or as frequently as possible, but there are some times when it calls for me to just kind of lay low for a little bit to see what these people are doing, and by these people I say um, the government, and I've said in my previous videos the only reason why I believe it's the government that's running these experiments, and when I say government I also include the military, of course, along with the CIA, FBI, local police department, that kind of stuff. So I waited this long because I just wanted to see, exactly the scope, in a sense, of uh, my targeting, the increase, how the increments of rapid targeting, destruction of property, uh, physical torture, psychological torture, emotional torture, of course, or harassment, in a sense. Just to see just basically the pattern in which these things develop right before me, so that I can be better able to explain to you guys what exactly is going on, and hopefully, some of you guys can help to avert some of the situation. And sometimes you can't, because these people literally um, are psychopath, and things that they do are very much premeditated, because they tell you basically the things that they're going to do to you before they do it. And they think that this is a game, in a sense. um, so I just wanted to bring that to your attention as I explain my past week, um, to you guys, the some of the stuff I've been going through. So last Sunday I went to the movies, and prior to that, actually, I've been receiving a lot of subliminal messages, of course, because you know I hate to beat a dead horse here, but I am an atheist, and I think the fact that they can't really try to argue with me or try to convince me that there is such a being, the God of the God of Abraham, I should say, of the Middle East, um, which there's just no way that they can convince me. So what they do is they actually, these people build a network, and that is the strange thing. They will build a network around a particular person, and I'm using myself as an example because I'm the one being targeted, I'm the one being harassed, I'm the one being tortured. I can't speak for another TI, so I'm speaking for myself. It just seems, astronomically strange to me that they would build such a vast system around one person. And I do know that, of course, experiments happen all the time. Governments do it, local people do it, corporations do it, but it is, I should say, in very, very hard, to me, that this grand network, this grand scheme is built around one person, me. And I'm not going to go into the me type of mode as most of us do, most of us who are TI. Why me, blah, blah, blah. And I do know, of course, that, like I said before, I know that there are other TIs who they're also building this grand scale type of electronic harassment slash torture slash mind control program. Um, but in the past week, some strange things has happened. Last Sunday, I went to the movies. I went to see the Wolverine. I was receiving all kinds of messages prior to the weekend that I should go to church. Met a young lady at my gym. All of a sudden, she comes up to me when I went to the gym on Sunday. Me and my boyfriend, we went to church. Well, I don't do church. I'm an atheist, a humanist. Okay, that's fine. I'm like, I know. It is perfectly fine for me. But anyway, turns out to be a okay young lady. So far. But, wait till they start rearing their ugly heads. Hopefully not with this one, but, you never know with these folks. So I went to the movie Sunday night, and went to Starlight, Regal Cinema Starlight on Highway 29 in Charlotte. Went to the late show, and of course the parking lot was filled with cars, brand new cars. And excuse me, I don't even know why, but I'm closing my eyes. So I hope you guys notice that, because I'm noticing it. And usually I don't like, as I explained in my previous videos, I would usually re-record a video, but I don't want to re-record a video because I want to show you guys what's happening to me, and I want to explain to you guys what's happening to me so that you guys are aware of this stuff. Okay, because I think once you become aware that you're doing something, then you can make a conscious decision depending on the level of mind control to try not to do a certain thing or a certain action. So anyway, the movie theater was filled with, and once again my voice, if you guys just noticed that in my voice. So the movie theater was filled with cars. Brand new cars. My car's 2002. My car's over 10 years old. It's 2013, so my car's actually about 11 years old. And came out the movie theater, and my car was vandalized. The tail light has a spoiler on the back. The third brake light was ripped off and just left hanging. The piece that holds that in was basically ripped off. I went inside to the folks at the movie theater. I said, hey, has there been a recent break-in? My car was just vandalized. Has there been any kind of vandalization going on here? Or vandalism, sorry, going on here at this movie theater? So the guy says, no, it's not common that, this stuff happens here. Okay, so they don't have any cameras outside, and so I said, okay, you know what? Let me just make a record of this. So I called 911, had the police come over, and basically just file a report in a sense, or that kind of stuff. So I know they keep track of these types of things, and the police officer, a very nice guy, and I was just explaining to him that my car's been vandalized, and I think the reason why my car's been vandalized is because there is a Darwin fish. The little fish thing, they had the Jesus fish or whatever fish you may have, whatever. But my fish is a Darwin fish. So it was probably the only car in the entire parking lot with the Darwin fish. So they decided, okay, well, we're going to vandalize this guy's car. Didn't break in, didn't steal anything, just, I guess, errant vandalism behavior, right? But anyway, so call my insurance company. The car's gonna get fixed this coming week. Fine, cool. But it's just a hassle. So during this week now, very strange things have been happening. Other than my car being vandalized, folks have been really, I guess, texting me, and and then other folks, they'll text 1 minute, then they won't text for 2-3 days, and then they'll text again, and I'm like, wow, this is really bizarre, kind of mind-boggling. And they won't text for anything of significance. Like this one girl texts me, do you know any entertainers, male entertainers in Charlotte? Why would I know any male entertainers in Charlotte? I'm sure there are other people that you know male entertainers. I'm pretty sure of that. So why are you asking me about male entertainers in Charlotte? So I said, no, I don't know. So I was actually, oh, what kind of entertainers? And she goes, male strippers. Okay. No, I don't know any male strippers. Another scenario, went out last night. A friend had a birthday party, so I decided to stop by for a little bit. And, it's funny because they'll try to keep you isolated. So to avoid that, I just go on random dates with people that I know. Hey, let's do lunch, let's have dinner, that kind of thing. Because when you do that, it shows them that no, you are not going to keep me isolated. You are not going to try this nonsense that you do to people that create folks like Virginia Tech, that create folks like Columbine, that create folks like the guy who murdered all these innocent children in Connecticut. I forgot the name, Newton, right? You are not going to keep me isolated and experiment and torture me and try to turn me into some mass murderer or some angry person or whatever. You're just not going to do that. And I guess they figure, well, you know what? He'll be, I guess, the perfect candidate because along with other true TIs. Now, there are other people out there who are pretending to be TIs just so they can infiltrate some of the TIs, some real TIs, and then, try to use and abuse them in a sense, or try to discredit real TIs by talking about aliens and reptilians and the Illuminati and all of this kind of stuff, okay? Real TIs, if you understand your target as a real TI, you know exactly what this is about. This is about mind control. This is about the control, the destruction of a person's life. Okay, to them, this is some kind of game. And these people are very, very maniacal in their stalking and torturing and murdering of people. Okay? So, for me, I know that I was probably been stalked, or I should say, these predators preyed upon me as a child. And by prey, I said Preyed, okay? A prey, yeah, basically. So as a child, and then, for whatever reason, and I do believe, of course, in my other videos, I talk about the CIA role, actually the church role, the Catholic Church role in the CIA, the Nazis, all this kind of stuff. This stuff is real. This stuff is not, made up stuff. This stuff is real. There are tons of documents, tons of pictures. You've seen former popes that were Nazis. There are cardinals, former Nazis. There are bishops, there are local priests, former Nazis that have been preying on young children for decades, heck, centuries, and want to come and spread this grievous, diseased ideology, okay, and force it upon people. So, these folks are very, very maniacal. They're diabolical. They're heinous. These people, I really don't consider them human beings. Like, honestly. because they have lacked all empathy, compassion for people. They'd rather see you and me die in a watery grave or whatever type of grave, because they're trying to force their God on you and you won't believe it and all this kind of stuff, right? That is just what they do. As religious people, they are unreasonable. These people have abandoned all reason, all logic. They are insane. They are freaking crazy. I'm telling you guys, they are crazy. Trying to drive me crazy. Now, that is another story. That you just not gonna do. You know, I'm just like, Learn to educate yourself as a TI. Learn the tips, survival tips that are documented out there. Look at the hidden evil, Mark Rick. Go on websites, freedom from covert harassment and surveillance. There's also factnet.org. You know, go on these websites, learn, read articles on this mind control technology, the neuro-linguistic programming, the neuromonitoring, all this kind of stuff. This stuff is real, okay? So not only have they been texting me asking silly stuff, but also trying to, of course, steer you in a direction to be with a particular type of person, or in my case, a woman, who basically is religious, very hateful in a sense. If it's a black woman, she'll talk about, excuse my French, these white people, white bitches, all kinds of stuff, hateful rhetoric. Is usually very, very unkempt, probably doesn't wear makeup, doesn't shower when she comes around you, will be out all day, walking a dog or something like that, smelling like a dog, right? And it comes, want to come and hang around you, that kind of stuff. Doesn't shave. Now, I know a lot of people doesn't shave, but for me, I like a woman to be clean shaven. I'm sure a lot of guys do. Some of these women may have issues as far as, personal care issues. Some of them may have vaginosis, and they tell you, well, I went to the doctor says there's nothing I can do, so there's nothing I can do. To me, that's bullshit. You can always do something. Change your diet, get on some damn medication, change your body chemistry. Eat good foods so that, you'd have those good bacteria instead of those bad bacteria. So, these are the kind of things that they will do. There's a woman that I know that had gotten married, and on her wedding night, the honeymoon night, the husband wants to have sex with her, and he's just came from the gym, from a jog, sweaty, funky. No matter how much she argued with him, wouldn't take a shower, wouldn't brush his teeth. Actually, when he got up, he spent all day without brushing his teeth. And you ask yourself, how do they get these people to do this stuff? And by the way, they call themselves Team Natural. Everything they do is natural. Got the natural haircut, or I don't believe in deodorant, I don't believe in soap, I believe in natural stuff. You're supposed to bathe without soap. You're supposed to do all this kind of stuff. That is just plain nastiness. Nastiness. Okay? I have to repeat it. Nastiness. Like they do on a mixtape. Nastiness. Yes, nastiness. So for us, TI, we have to defend ourselves against that, against also the illegal break-ins. How they try to make you feel paranoid. If you leave your house or your apartment, you come back, and all of a sudden there's a foul stench in the air. They're using your bathroom, that kind of stuff. They're moving stuff around. And here's an example. I'm gonna show you guys this. So this is a watch that I've probably owned for about 8 months, and I'm not sure if you can see the time on there. One second. So the time on there says 8:16. I don't know if you guys can see that. Right? 8:16. All right, and it's actually 6:17. Now, I check my watches every week because I know sometimes they lag behind, but that's very rarely. All these watches are all set at the same time, and I'm gonna show you this. Here we go. So this is the correct time, right, on this watch. And I've had this watch longer than that watch, right? Here's a G-Shock watch, and the time says, let's see, hold on a second. You can see that, 6:18. Here's another watch that I've had for probably about the same time as that watch. And here, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see, I can get it correct. All right, so 6:18. So how is it that all of a sudden, last night, I was made to wear this watch, went out, and I usually, when I go out, people never ask me for the time. Like, literally, never ask me for the time. Then all of a sudden, and usually I just put on my watch. I don't really look at the time on there. I have my cell phone, so I look at the time on my cell phone. So this person, asked me, what time was it? I guess they were standing on the stairs, on the railing, asking me what time it was. And so I looked at the watch. I was like, wait a minute. Like, okay. So I grabbed my cell phone, and the time was, I think, about 1:20, 27, 28, maybe even 1:30. I can't even remember. But anyway, like, seriously. So all my watches all have the same time set except for this one watch, right? And I come back home, and of course, when I open my apartment, I guess maybe they were thinking I was going to bring somebody home. So, I guess somebody came in my apartment, used my bathroom, and just forgot to use the aerosol spray. But, whatever. It doesn't bother me, Of course, it bothers me to a sense that someone is breaking and entering and invading my privacy and, violated, my right and my property. But, hey, this is the world that I live in terms of this type of mind control and electronic harassment and torture. So another thing they do, and I explained to you guys, is to basically lower your self-esteem in a sense, and they do this really, really well. So for example, if you're a person that is fairly intelligent, and what society calls fairly good looking, you take care of yourself, you work out, you eat right, you go to the dentist, you go see a doctor, you make sure that that you're okay as a person, your physical, your mental, your emotional level, and they'll try to do stuff, like I said, to basically um, to destroy your life in a sense. And you know, this is what really is I would say at the top of hmm, I'm trying to find a way to put it. This is really what I don't understand about these people. So you isolate someone, you spread vicious rumors and lies about them, you torture them, attempted murder. In some case, some people are actually murdered. And you just keep this thing going and going to see how many lives that you can destroy. And you feel good about that when you destroy people's lives. Huh. That that to me is a far it's something that I know for a fact, of course, humans are capable of doing because it's been done in the past by humans. But you think that we're at an age where, or a time in the world where people would really start to care about people. And I understand some people do, but a lot of people don't. So anyway, this type of stalking is really, it's terrorism. It's really terrorism, and it's as somebody put it, it's terrorism used against an individual in a malicious attempt to reduce the quality of a person's life so that they will have a nervous breakdown, either become incarcerated, thrown in a mental institution, or just flat out broke on the streets, penniless, whatever. These people are sick. So I have my little tricks that I like to share with you guys. And before I go into that, I would like to keep on updating on me and my physical state, my mental state and my emotional state. So of course, it is my belief that these people have given me cancer, and the reason why I say that, probably some form of prostate cancer. The size of my penis has shrunk. My scrotum has shrunk tremendously. I remember when I first felt this way, I think they had me on some form of steroid, because this is what they do. These people are very vicious. They're very, like I said, diabolical. So they'll give you cancer, put you on steroids, and then try to tell you that if you don't go to church, then they're threatening to let you die of cancer. I'm like, well, you know what? You just let me die of cancer then. As Neil deGrasse Tyson put it, when I die, bury me so that the earthworms and the bugs that roll around and live in the dirt can feed off my carcass right back to, that's like I'm feeding off of, not them, but that kind of stuff. When faced with the question of when you die, you have nothing and all that, if not God. But deGrasse Tyson, you are my friggin' man. Absolutely love that response, and it's the same response that I would say to those folks. So, all this torture, all this stuff, the treatment of my cancer, and I do believe that's what it is. Just from reading and my research, and even though, like I said, these things are well orchestrated, so they have your doctors involved, the labs involved to show you a negative result and all that kind of stuff. But meanwhile, physically that something isn't right because you see it, you feel it. Okay, you can't tell me that I shave at night 6 o'clock yesterday or whatever, and the next morning I wake up that almost all of my hair has grown back. I mean, not to where there's an afro, but to the point where I see a lot of hair growth in the space of less than 24 hours after my head's been clean shaven. There's just no way, And then I feel very, very tired. Very, very lackadaisical. And, I'm a very active person, filled with energy for the most part. At least I used to be until, they do all this kind of nonsense. And, and I believe, it's, not to brag and boast, but, these people are very petty. They're jealous. They're envious. And, they monitor you. They listen to you. So, whatever you do, if you have a great voice to sing, they'll try to ruin your voice. Whatever, if you play the guitar, they'll do things to make your forearm hurt and all that kind of stuff. So you won't play the guitar. If you paint, I mean, whatever creativity you have in you, they'll try to destroy. And, I think, the reason why they gave me this form of cancer because of fucking penis envy. And like I said, excuse my French, but I'm being real here. I was dating a woman that, our sexual escapades used to go on for hours, 3, 4, 5 hours. And, maybe she went bragging to her friends because she always said, man, you know what? I've never had sex for this long with no one. I've never had this many orgasms with anyone ever, that kind of thing. And so and they can't try to tell me that they didn't do anything because I have pictures, I have videos, of all kinds. I have videos. Yeah, I make my videos, damn right. And so to try the best to keep this hidden, it's damn near impossible when I have physical evidence that something has happened to me. That these people have done something to me. How is it that just talking to a buddy of mine who brother is passing away of cancer. A year ago, this guy went and got a full physical, and cancer free. This guy doesn't smoke. Lives healthy. I'm not sure if he lives as eat clean as I do, but for the most part. And then within the last 6 months, developed a kind of cancer that this guy is basically about to die, in a sense. I mean, not about to, but is dying, in a sense. How is that possible? These people are running an assassination program. This guy probably could have been a TI, and I guess he may have been going along with what they're doing, and decided to off him or to deny him the treatment that they're doing to me. And of course, they use mind control to do this stuff. Whatever chemical they use to treat the cancer. Of course, they hypnotize you or mind control you to go to a grocery store, or where they have this treatment in a bottle or whatever, water, if you drink soda, juices, whatever. This is just how they do it. So I wanted to get that out there. It took me a while to talk about that because, I mean, come on, as a man, I mean, that's pretty low. Really and truly, that is pretty low. It's not only, you could just faked an accident or something, but to do this, This is like, I mean, really, it just shows you the pettiness and the jealousness and the enviousness of these folks. But you know, it's okay. I've learned to live with this stuff going on around me, and just to let you guys know, you know, what exactly is happening to me. So last night I went out and came back in, and like I said, I guess they were in my apartment, but whatever. Went to bed, and of course my neighbor upstairs. Now I'm really gonna have to get a photo to show you guys. I'm going to sneak a photo of this guy upstairs, and I think I posted a video with the license plate, car, his truck, and his girlfriend's car. But I need to post some pictures of these folks, because these folks just look, you know, I mean, I hate to make assumptions, but it's not an assumption, you know, when these people are, they don't sleep. They don't sleep. They literally don't sleep. And this morning, this guy wakes me up with this cracking sound. So I go to the store and I say, okay, you want to play cracking sounds? So I'll buy pistachios. You see this right here? Pistachios. And when they wake me up in the morning, I play my guitar. I play, you know, whatever songs. I mean, I just start playing or strumming or whatever. Sometimes I'll sing. You know, yesterday was the same thing. Actually, Friday night was the same thing. And so I got up out of bed and I sang the Bruce Willis from Die Hard, "Yippee-ki-yay, mother." You know that that line. So I said that out real loud, and you know, just to really you know, to be a thorn in their side, because you know, these people are sick. Like I told you guys, this guy wears a crucifix around his neck. I come outside, he comes outside at the same time, goes to his truck, opens his truck door, driver's side, stands up on the floor, you know, just standing up and looking up in the sky, you know, like, it's crazy. His face is filled with freckles and moles and all this kind of stuff. This stuff is like, these people are funny, but these people are cruel, wicked, non-caring human beings. And make no mistake, I know who I'm dealing with here. Okay? These people will end your life in a heartbeat if given the right opportunity. And that's why I'm not trying to give them the right opportunity. And I don't care. I mean, I do care the fact that they're poisoning my water or my food, but make no mistake, the minute anyone has so much put their hands on me, all bets are off. That's all I'm going to say about that. So I buy my pistachios, and I urge you guys to buy some pistachios. I just, you know, in a plate or a bowl, just leave the shelves like laying around your house, put in your bedroom, whatever, because it does something to them. I come up with these little, you know, ingenious ways that I don't know, but for some reason, somehow, it does something to them. And you know, I just also want something very. I just ordered this book, the Michael Hastings, the Operator. Of course, Michael Hastings is, of course, a reporter who blew the whistle on the top general in Iraq, General McChrystal, on his affair, and basically ended the guy's military career. But you, as a top general in the so-called God's army, then your ass should act godly. That way you don't have to worry about shit like that happening. So, you know, and you guys forgive me. It's probably the only video that you will hear me swear, and because like literally, I mean, this week has been. When I tell you, I mean, that I wouldn't say stressful, but frustrating, and just trying to decipher some of this stuff. And oh, I almost forgot. So today, get a text from a female friend, of course, who uh, I guess I can call what's that movie, Despicable Me? I would say baby Despicable Me in female form. But her car overheated, and doesn't know how she's gonna get to work next week, and you know, and of course she's been promising to call me for about a month now. All of a sudden, you know, she just, okay, my car is messed up, so you know, she started texting again. I'm like, okay, well, you know, I mean, I really can't help you because I gotta take my car in the shop on Monday, and it's gonna be about, a guy said, about 2 to 3 days before I get my car back. So, you know, whatever. And this is a person, I guess, you know, they feel that they have all their bases covered, and just act in such a manner where, you know, like it's perfectly okay to target me in public, and she does it with such, how should I say, you know, like such ease, you know, like it's like, okay, well, I'm in a place where, you know, everyone in here is probably FBI or CIA, so I could just target the crap out of you, you know, and and you think it's okay and be okay with it, you know, because I guess whatever rumors they're spreading, you know, it's just like, okay, you know, I'm gonna just target him, you know, I'm just, yeah, there you go, you know, that kind of thing. So funny, funny, but like I said, the pistachios are, I guess, in my sense, my little secret weapon against these guys. So I've been working it hard, eating right, and I've showed you guys my video. So I'm gonna do another big reveal. And like I said, you know, I try to really um, work out and trying to get, you know, lean and a little bit more muscular. I don't want to get too big because I don't want any added stress on my heart. So the leaner I am, the better, of course, for my heart, and kind of, you know, some of the stuff that these folks are doing. So you guys make sure you exercise, eat healthy, eat clean, and make sure that your mental state is very much well-rounded, and your emotional state also. So I think this is probably one of the longest videos that I've made in a while. And also be aware of, you know, how they use animals. There's actually an article from Harvard where Harvard creates brain-to-brain interface allows humans to control other animals with thoughts alone. Now, of course, we all know that, you know, this stuff has been going on for decades, and the military is far ahead of, you know, this stuff that we're, you know, this is probably like 10 years behind what they're doing now. So I will post the link in the comment section so you guys can check out the article. It's from the Richard Dawkins Foundation for Reason and Science, and you know, this stuff is really crazy. I mean, really and truly. But this is what mind control is, and of course, so, you know, they mind control you, and you look at pictures and you'll see certain things. And for example, there was a I'll probably gonna stay silent about this because I don't want to give them any type of confirmation, you know, about this stuff. But I'm, you know, what the heck? I mean, yeah, I'm a pretty open guy, so I'm gonna just tell you guys. So there's a photo, and in the photo, this Actually, it was a video actually, and in the video, there's this girl, and on her, I guess, there's like a shelf, and on the shelf there's a Chucky doll, and that was, the sound of the Chucky laughter. That was what woke me out of my sleep. Actually, I woke out of my sleep, proceeded immediately by hearing that Chucky doll laughter. So it's funny. So I grabbed my guitar, and I started playing, my music and whatnot. And I was gonna make the Chucky sound, just to, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna play this game with them, but I'm gonna let you guys know that this is what they do, and this is not, a voice in my head. This, of course, is voice to skull technology. Okay, they're actually beaming that sound so that I can hear it. And of course, this is just another way of trying to make you look crazy, because they're trying to hide what they're doing. They're raping people, they're murdering people, they're doing all kinds of stuff to folks, right? And then using this technology, to make them look like they're crazy. A lot of these people, the men and women who are doing this, are sick. They have sick mentalities. They have sick sexual fantasies. And I'm thinking any man who would stalk a man to this level, it has to be sick. You either have some kind of sexual fantasy about this person, that's why you're so hell bent on trying to subdue and to isolate that person. So what? So you can use mind control to try to sodomize and rape this person, and then have that fear in them. Don't go to the doctor to get checked out because, okay, we have all the bases covered. No. For the men and women out there, if something doesn't feel right in your private area, whether it's your penis, your vagina, or your anus, go to the doctor. Record what's happening to you. Take pictures. Keep everything documented. After you go to the hospital, and if they find something, contact your local police department. Okay? Let them know what's going on. Have them interview these people. Because I'm pretty sure that these people have done this before someplace else. I am very sure of that. And on that note, there's a slight itch in my nose, and I don't want to scratch it in front of you guys, so I'm going to end this video, and hopefully I will make another video soon. And like I said, I'll probably make another video very soon. But sometimes, like I said, I want to know exactly the scope of what they're doing, so that I can, teach you guys and show you guys, inform you guys on what's going on with me, and hopefully you can sidestep some of this stuff. I know we can't sidestep all of the stuff, and and be prepared for a lot of stuff, because a lot of stuff is, of course, mind control technology. And I don't care what your intelligence level is, anybody, anyone, you can say, well, God put something in you. Hell, okay, it'd be a sad day you believe that nonsense, because anybody can be mind controlled. And on that note, I will end this video, and I will see you guys later. Wait a minute. I'm just like, is my eyebrows, is that, hold on a second, no, wait, this one here. I know I didn't shave my eyebrows. Oh, maybe it's just falling off or something like that. But anyway, am I looking too pretty for you guys? The envy, all that. I mean, you gonna throw acid in my face next? I mean, what? I mean, come on. These people are absolutely ridiculous, and I really have to make fun of them, because, I mean, literally, you have to make fun of them, because if you don't, then you'll walk around looking mad all the time. And I refuse to walk around looking mad at the time. I'm a very happy person. I love who I am. I love the person I am. I love the person I've grown to be. Like the person I'm becoming. And it's all, to me. It's all about my human family, the respect for your sovereignty, your dignity, your property, your life, all that kind of stuff. So when people go against that, then I go against them. So on that note, it's Sunday, and they probably woke me up because they want me to go to church. But my church is the gym, so I am going to go work out, and I'm gonna do chest today, and yeah, and that's about it. So you guys have a great Sunday. There's also a picnic here. It's, of course, I'm from Grenada, but it's Jamaica's Independence Weekend. So happy Independence, Team Jamaica, Team JA, Yardie people. Big up, big up. And, I have a photo shoot later on also. So it's going to be a full day. And, please comment. Love to hear from you guys. And I do promise to visit the people that comment. I do promise to visit your pages tomorrow. I'm going to spend basically all day going through your videos, and just to say, I really appreciate you guys for commenting on my videos. I don't want you to. I do visit your videos, your sites sometimes, your YouTube channels, but sometimes I just don't post stuff because a lot of stuff I see. Folks are not really telling their story. They're just posting videos. And, I need for you guys to tell your stories, to get on camera, to tell your stories, to not be afraid. Let me know what's going on with you. Let me know the ailments. Let me know how they're targeting you psychologically, emotionally, physically, economically. How they're trying to deny you your right to life, liberty, and happiness. So I want to see some of your faces on video, telling your story, that kind of stuff. But I do, like I said, tomorrow on Monday I will definitely check your YouTube channels out, and I will be posting some comments and some links to some great information. So have a great day, and seriously, dudes, people out there, get the pistachios. I'm telling you, it does something to them. I don't know what it does, but it makes them paranoid because they're up in whatever that they're doing. And I'm telling you guys this because I'm excited because I feel like this reign of terror is coming to an end, and I want you guys to be excited because the information that we are getting is foolproof. This stuff is happening. It has happened before. The CIA, the FBI, they've done this to people before. The military have participated in some of these heinous experiments. So we need to get to a point where people are aware of this stuff, and really people start to ask questions when they start using these COINTELPRO tactics to try to assassinate your character, to try to make you look like a bad person, to try to, knowing that, they've done things to you and refuse to take responsibility and accountability for it, and want to put all the blame on you when you've done nothing wrong. So this is what I want the TIs to realize. The reason why you're in this program, it isn't because you've done anything wrong, it's because these people are sick. They have been preying on you for a very long time. And always remember to keep a smile, because it literally kills them when you smile. When they see you happy, it literally kills them. So as Bobby McFerrin would say, don't worry, be happy. Be happy, go out, enjoy your life. Just do things. It doesn't cost money to do certain things, and certain things it does cost money, but whatever it is, go out and do things. I've literally become a season ticket holder for the Blumenthal Performing Arts the shows, the Broadway shows that come to Charlotte. So, I pay a monthly plan, and and I love the theater. So, I bought the season ticket package. So, just do, they're supposed to mail me the tickets, and I actually have to call and make sure they mail my darn tickets. But do things that make you happy. I mean, it's hard, trying to fight these people, and it's hard trying to get, tangible evidence on these people. But like I always say, pay attention to your body, to your mental health. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to say what's going on with you. I mean, some things may take a little longer until you feel comfortable to say. But, don't be afraid. And I'll make another video. And thank you guys for watching my channel. I really appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Health, love, happiness, respect, dignity, all that good stuff. Have a great day.